A very good evening, dear viewers.
Hello. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Press that one. Next movie is subscribe.
Dear viewers, kindly notify me in the comment section that audio can now reach you. Dear viewers, kindly notify me in the comment section that the audio can now reach you. Now, in today's, or will I say tonight's weekly comp, we are back into the discipline of HEYBALL. This one is the last semi-final of what has been a 6-man comp that has been happening for the last 3 hours. But yes, and players that have been in participation are these two, then Moses Mofia, then Ibrahim Kayanja, then Anka Sheila, then Caesar Chandiga, who is already into the final and will be joined by the winner of this match. The guy that is rocking the balls, Amos Ndiagumana, who is leading 1-0, is leading 1-0 against Rashid Wagaba. Once again, the race is 6, the table is Q8. The discipline is HEYBALL. The venue is City Pool Arena. The building is Kai Plaza. The city is Kampala and the country is Uganda. The origin of the discipline is the People's Republic of China that came up with the idea of having HEYBALL that was first called Chinese 8-ball. The first time that I got accustomed to it was, I think, 2018 when it was introduced to Kampala first. Then the discipline was played on the small tables, on the blackboard tables, and using the small balls that are played with black ball and 8-ball and the ultimate pool. I do remember a tournament that was organized, that was won by Yuda was Dembaba. Then 2019, there was one 9-ball table in the place on which qualifiers for the HEYBALL African Championships were organized. Then it was called Chinese 8-ball. I believe that the owners of the discipline did decide to remove the word China from the name of the discipline, simply to make it more uniform and also more accommodative to everybody. This tournament is the most rewarding billiards discipline in the world. Now, I'm not saying this tournament, I'm saying this discipline because the World HEYBALL Championships have a whopping more than 700 US dollars for the winner. Tournament that is happening next month in China, and of course some of the players that are participating in this competition have participated before. One of them is this guy Amos Ndiagumanawe, was part of the World HEYBALL Championships in Shanghai in 2019 in China, himself alongside Hazard, and then there was another guy that was called Ivan. And so then he returned for the same event in 2022, just after COVID. 2024, he did try to make the trip to China, but was unsuccessful. But he remains a HEYBALL player. He really loves the discipline. Does this recording in 10 seconds, the computer does. In the meantime, there has been a foul on the break by Amos, because only three of the balls did cross the line. That is why his opponent did ask him to break again. Remember that with 3 fouls on the break equals a loss of frame. Even the second one is a foul, because for that one I've been quite observant myself as commentator. The players are laughing at each other, agreeing or disagreeing to agree that it was a foul as well, meaning that for the next break, if Amos fouls again, then it will be Dog City's equalizing frame. And I think that it's a rule, in my opinion, that was introduced quite fairly, because given how complex HEYBALL can be, if it wasn't for that rule, people would be intending to break negative. Those of you who are accustomed to black ball probably know the negative break, where a player does break without wanting to split the balls in order to prevent their opponent from going for the frame if there's no ball putted in the break. Normally it does happen sometime in the black ball. So in HEYBALL, the discipline was cleared of that by guaranteeing that these guys will have to break big. So that's why Amos is rocking again. Like I've been saying before, these guys like to rock with plain hand instead of using the rocking equipment, because with plain hand they are able to squeeze, if I can use that term, those balls to ensure that there is no space in between them, such that the break is as big as possible to stand the bigger chance of potting on the break, also to stand a bigger chance of having a very good split of the balls. Here comes Amos, breaking for the third time. He's aiming for the pyramid break, hits the top ball. It looks like, I think, a legal break. Yes, it was, because two balls are just behind the head string. 2 others did cross and returned. But remember, the 2 fouls on the break that he has already committed remain counting. Even if he's to foul again in the next frame that he breaks, he still loses the ongoing frame. So he's leaving dangerously, whilst he leads by 1 frame to 0. Meanwhile, this match is being streamed live on 2 platforms, that is Break and Finish Live Facebook, and I believe that it will be watched in China. That's why I have tagged Joy HEYBALL Masters and Joy HEYBALL World Tour, just such that they can get to watch the talents of these guys. My intention is for these players to be invited to the World HEYBALL Championships, because after all, they compete in the sport in which the World HEYBALL Championships are competed. It's my reason for tagging, and as you are watching, Team Joy, kindly know that the reason I am tagging you is exactly that. Thank you for watching. Governor Koskei must be watching from Eldoret in Kenya, as Dog City he's going for the stripes and missing on a bank. MX is saying Mafia potted 2 balls on the break and 1 ball past the head string, but was told to break again. Yes, it's not total madness, it is a foul on the break. You must have 2 balls potted and 2 balls crossing the head string, not 2 balls potting and then 1 ball crossing. It has to be a total of 4. It can be 4 balls potted, it can be 4 balls crossing the head string. It is okay, just like it has happened in this ongoing frame. Kanseme Jacqueline, also thank you for watching. You are asking why Kasozi is not among the participants today. Yes, he just didn't register to participate. Yes. So you are very right about the concern. He just didn't register to participate. Kawesi Rogers and Gamma, thank you for watching on YouTube. While Thami Jabavu watching on Facebook, just as is Guksan, and Mambwe Molenga must be watching from somewhere in Southern Africa. Sojo Robert Rally, thank you for watching from Doha, Qatar, the Coventry. I can see some greetings between Nandu to Hilda Luke and Governor Koskei. I don't have any comment about that one. Kips Oscar, thank you for watching from Mandera. The winner of this match shall face the already qualified Caesar Chandiga in the final, which will be starting just about 3 or 5 minutes after the second semi-final. Remember, Amos is on 2 fouls on the break. He will not be breaking the next frame, it will be Dog City. Then frame number 3 shall also be broken by Amos, which if he does foul on the break, it will be a frame lost. Nelson Mupamira watching from Harare. You don't know how much I am really waiting for Harare. Should be in Harare just around 8th, if not 9th of this coming month. For pool en route to Bulawayo for the Queen Sports Club Double Life Annual Championship at Queens in Bulawayo. And I'm hoping that you'll be making the bus trip just like myself to, go and have a fun day. And Dog City is expected to be participating. Amos, not so much. This one should be chance for Amos to win this frame. He's got way more experience than Dog City on the HEYBALL table, but Dog City has been doing quite some good training in HEYBALL, most especially during his time in Zimbabwe sometime in 2023. He's also a player with the Upper Volta Pool Club, the team that first hired out a HEYBALL table in Uganda. So he's a little bit more accustomed to HEYBALL than some of the players. Of course, excluding Amos, who was one of the first Ugandans to adapt HEYBALL. He does believe that one day he will win big money from HEYBALL, Amos. He has the 1, the 2, and the 3, and then the 8. The 8 is, of course, the black, which is there for the taking. He does miss the 1. At least the white ball is not given away so cheaply. Dog City has sight of the 8, which he has not so much to do about. I believe the most tempting shot is rolling it against the cushion to the corner pocket closest to the middle of your screen, especially those of you who are watching on Facebook. Those who are watching on YouTube, it's the corner pocket on the bottom right. Here he goes. It's a miss. Will he pot? No, he won't. White is marginally safe. Nelson, I've seen your contact, and I'll be waiting for my drink. And my preferred drink is Mazoe. The drink that is proudly Zim. If you have an apple flavor. Dog City going for a bank on the black to the center pocket. Will he get it? No, he won't. Amos's concern is in some kind of way the one, the yellow ball that is right in front of the black as I speak. If he can get a solution for that one, maybe he will be home and dry for frame number 2 for himself. That's a little bit risky. A very cautious player could be playing safety, could have played the 1, but not to put, just hide the white ball behind the 1 to snooker the opponent before they can play the 8, the black ball. And now he has to go for it. He has to avoid himself getting snookered by having white behind the black. That's the kind of shot. Will he get snookered? He can see the 1. Whether or not he can put it, I'm not so certain. Okay, it seems he can put. He could want to put both 1 and 8 to the same corner pocket. He could try and put the 8 to the center. He wants 8 to the center. I think the white ball is very accurate. Actually, more than accurate. The guy that is, he was once nicknamed America, is about to go 2 frames up. Yes, he does. Amos and Ndiagomanawe 2 and Rashid Wagaba 0. Clive, thank you for my Mazoe. At the moment I step in Blawayo. Obi Amposa, always watching, most of the time from Ghana. Thank you as well for watching. Black Sun Banda, definitely watching from Zambia. Honorable Motsia Benedict, thank you for watching from Thika in Kenya, while Ogunola Latiftal is watching from Nigeria. This one seems like a match with very, very, very African interest. I'm not so sure about this kind of breaking. It's definitely a foul. So 1 foul on the break is counting for Dog City. And for those of you who may not be accustomed to these regulations, remember, it has to be either 4 balls spotted or 4 balls crossing the head string for the break to count as legal. Now it can be 2 balls spotted and 2 balls crossing the head string. It's okay as long as it makes the number 4. And when a ball crosses the head string and gets spotted, it counts for 2. Eric Kafuketa, you're saying Fikot is too much, eh? Yeah, Fikot is now the guy on song in Africa today. Hopefully he makes his mind and then returns to the country he's missed. He has got so many friends here, but also so many potential opponents, at least 3, 4, if not 5, including this guy that is breaking. Looks like another foul. How will Amos react? He looks at Dog City with a very staring eye. Says, my boy, it is a foul on the break. Go again. Now, if Dog City fouls again, it will be 3-0. If it is a foul, it is a loss of frame. 2 balls are crossing. Is it 2? None is spotted. And the Dog City knows that he is as guilty as accused. Loses frame number 3 in the most bizarre of all circumstances on the HEYBALL table. Amos Njagumanawe 3 and Rashid Wagaba 0. Here we go. He could win this match outright. He could also make use of Dog City's poor breaking today. I don't know why he's breaking today. Dog City is one of those guys who have mastered the break on this one. Let's see how good Amos will go. He's gotten his break right. I can see 3 balls behind the head string and 1 which crossed and left the back of the table. He survives. The table remains open. White ball near the center pocket on the left. And a whole difficult table waiting for Dog City to try and go for. He's going for the solids and closes the table, playing the solids using the 7 as a closing shot. Could play connection here, play 2 to the 1. There is also the 6 near the center pocket on the right. Then just around the bottom end of the table is the 3, the 5 and 4. This one is the 6. It is gone. Will he open up the 3? That was his intention. He opens it up. I'm not so sure that he can put another ball after this. White ball is just behind the 5, but he also has sight of the 3. He's seemingly going for the 5, maybe to the center pocket off the 15 or to the diagonal corner pocket on the top right. Goes for the center pocket and misses.
The other one is playing, mine is not.
I just have it within me that Dog City probably considered himself a favorite for this match before it happened. He's just taken down Zambia's Moses Mafia in the quarterfinal. He has now this daring task trying to take down a guy that is more experienced, though Dog City is having better form. And by the way, Dog City was part of the World HEYBALL Championships last year, and I think the year before. He lost out to a Briton in the second round. Whose name I've forgotten, but for those of you who are watching the match on YouTube, that match is, I remember, also on the Peter Chowe Live YouTube channel, that video. Here he is on the 3. After the 3, he will be left with the 8. White ball has to roll around the 6 and the 10. Behind 6, behind 10, direct, almost facing the 8, almost direct, which he will be rolling. A frame that is being won with a lot of expertise, a lot of seriousness, but also a lot of calmness. The Dog in the City to pull one back, and yet he again misses. A match that is so full of unforced errors from a player with all of this experience in HEYBALL. Amos will be playing the safety shot, and it's a perfect safety. Remember, should Dog City foul, then Amos will be having the cue ball in hand and can place it anywhere on the table, and that means anywhere, not just behind the head string. Off the cushion to find the black, he finds it, but doesn't pot. But at least he doesn't foul. Remember, the winner of this final faces Caesar in the final that will be happening maybe at most 5 minutes after the same. And in a very special way, on the Facebook stream, allow me to welcome one of the guys that really introduced HEYBALL to the East African region. In the name Kinigich Pedro, actual name is my own namesake, Mr. Peter Kinywa. And I know that secretly, silently, you are supporting Dog City. Thank you for watching this live stream. Is one guy that will come up and beat these guys, especially on this table. But I'm saying that anyway with huge doubt. Amos, after that, getting this free shot, is seemingly going for a clearance, which will have him on to frame number 4 to need 2 out of the remaining 5 frames. Sorry, out of the remaining 7 frames to get the victory. Maybe he'll play safety again. He just got his shot, the first shot, a little bit wrong, and the safety shot has been played all wrong. Dog City, a very important frame. This one, if he loses it, maybe it will be asking for too little, too late. This one, for him to pull one back, black is sunk. White seems safe. Dog City 1, Amos 3, rest to 6. So, Mr. Kenya Peter, in this your discipline, when we have the opportunity, we use the advantage of what you call VAR, especially reviewing the breaks, which are a very critical shot. After VAR, that was Amos appealing the break by Dog City, who was saying he had broken. Okay, it was proven another foul on the break. That means Dog City is on a second consecutive break again. If he breaks bad, or if he breaks bad any time during this ongoing match, he loses a second frame in the match, and he can lose it in the next 3 seconds if this break isn't okay. Look at the break critically, very important shot. It is 3 balls crossing, none is potted. Unless one is potted, the balls are resting. It is a foul on the break and a loss of frame. Just like that, as painful as that, it is now Amos 4 and Dog City 1. And please be reminded that Amos has 2 fouls on the break. They remain counting throughout the course of the match. So if he too fouls on the break, if he breaks bad, then he will lose this frame. And I know that any neutral fan will be wishing that that happens, because Dog City has been losing those twice in the match. Mafia did lose 2 frames like that in the match that happened earlier than this one, the quarterfinal. But for this one, Amos will lose the first frame of the match by bad break. If he doesn't break right, it could even come to VAR review. Very critical. 2 balls are crossing, none is potted, foul break, loss of frame. Amos 4, Dog City 2. Melissa, Tiffany, you want me to explain how one is losing on the break using a layman's language? Okay. It has to be 4 points obtained on a break for the break to be okay. A point is obtained when a ball is potted on the break, but also a point is obtained when a ball crosses the head string. The head string is the line behind which those players break. That line, the one that we call the ball line in black ball, we call it the head string here. Even in black ball, sometimes it's called the ball line. So when a ball crosses the head string, it is a point. When a ball is potted, it is a point. So it has to be either 4 balls potted, or 4 balls crossing the head string, or 2 balls potted and 2 crossing the head string, or 1 ball potted and 3 crossing the head string. That kind of thing. It can also be 1 ball. When 1 ball crosses the head string and it's potted, it counts for 2. So as long as it is 4, then it is a fair break. If not, it is a foul. But when white ball jumps off the table, when the white ball jumps off the table or gets spotted, that kind of thing doesn't count. The fouls and the break which lead to loss of frame, they don't count. And I believe that one was fair for the guys that designed these rules, because after all, when white jumps off the table, it means the player was really trying so hard to make the break as big as possible, and then it came just short. Personally, I do appreciate that. For now, meanwhile, 4-2, Amos up against Dog City. Now, Mr. Kinyua Peter, you are advising, and I'm taking your advice so serious that you need to get a magic rack to get a farm rack. They definitely seem to be struggling on the brakes. They definitely are. You say it's also important to have a good brake cue, preferably with a phenolic tip. That advice is taken in very good faith, and I'll be discussing that with the venue owner after this. One leg on the Amos is laughing at himself after being denied when he requested that if he can sit on the table to take a shot with the whole body on the table. The thing is, there is a mechanical bridge around. He doesn't need to stretch all that much. There is a bridge. It seems to be struggling. His body is not big enough for this one. Of course, that one was seen coming. At least he doesn't foul. A likely final looming between Dog City and Caesar. A more likely final between Amos and Caesar. Of course, because the score is for now in favor of Amos. But if Dog City can clear this solids frame, then you never know. 2 solids at the top end of the table, 3 solids at the lower end of the table. The 1 is gone. He has accurate fight for the 6. That is the 3 near the center pocket on the left. There is the 2 and the 5 at the bottom end of the table, respectively. It will not be easy, most especially the 2, which is in space but pretty much a dead ball. The kind of white ball he's having, he has sight of the 5, and maybe a 3. Maybe try and put white ball off the cushion and off the 10 is what I can see possible. Maybe off the 13. Off the 13 and in. Very good shooting. He has sight of the 2, which I believe he'll be rolling to the corner pocket onto the top left of your screen. And yes, white ball naturally opens up the 3. If he is on target, the 3 will be the last before the 8. The 8 is the black. He's playing backspin. He wants white ball not to contact the 14 such that if on target he puts 3 to the center pocket, he's on target. White ball moves a little bit away from the 3. He gets to put his opponent's 13, but that will be okay. The 3, I believe he'll want to put to the corner pocket at the bottom of your screen on the right, most especially those of you who are watching on YouTube. The pocket closest to the bottom of your screen. He seems to be on target, just slightly off target. And if he loses this frame, it will be, in my opinion, the most painful of all the defeats in the frame Dog City, because he has played it at such a high level. Remember, playing on this table is more difficult, way more difficult than on the small table. Perfecting shots is more difficult compared to the size of the balls. The pockets are quite thin and narrow, and winning a frame is more difficult. Making a clearance is more difficult. Also, the size of the human body is small in relation to the size of the table bed. Amos may want to put 14 off the 3. and in so trying, he misses at the pot of the 3. It's a shot he should have given more time than he did. I think Dog City will want to pot the 3 by banking it to the center pocket off the cushion on the left, then to the center pocket on the right. Has got not to deny himself white ball for black. It's the shot he's playing, and it's the shot he's getting wrong. Unfortunately, wrong. This one will do, but has to go for very little power simply to maintain white ball for black to the corner pocket onto the top left. And I'm hearing it is 8-5 between Saif and Kelvin. Saif is leading in Tanzania, and yet Amos is leading against Dog City, and yet Amos is attempting to extend his lead, stretching his entire body simply to be sure that black ball can pass to that center pocket. No, he's going for the bank. We'll try and put black off the red, off the 3. It is a miss. Dog City can breathe again. Sheila is asking who is playing semi-final 1. Semi-final 1 was won by Caesar against Ibrahim Kanja. So the winner of this match shall play Caesar in the final coming up. Tempting shot by Dog City. Amos may play snooker, hide the white ball behind the black, try not to pot, and I believe it's a shot that has been played with total perfection. If Dog City doesn't find the 3, if he doesn't find the red, he is as good as losing a 5th frame, and yet he could only lose 1 more, and the match will be done. He finds the red, he finds the 3. Oops. That one is one of the more neatly played shots of the frame, and yes, of the entire match. I know that even Kinigich Pedro will be proud of that one, as good as he is if he potted it. Amos 5, Dog City 2, and Dog City needs to win all of 4 frames in a row, or else his tournament ends at the semi-final hurdle. Seems like a foul on the break, that one. Contesting, they will probably need VAR. No ball is spotted. From my viewing area, it seems as though not more than 3 balls did cross. And Dog City is asking Amos to break again. They are cancelling out each other with smiles on their faces. That's the good thing when players are in nature friendly, competing, but with a smile on their face. But of course, whoever loses will be not happy with himself. They will have to trek back home empty-handed.
Saif needed to win 1 out of 7. No, he needed 2 out of 7. And he was beaten. He needed to win 2 out of 7. And he lost. And that's the time I started doubting him. Amos went for timeout, eh?
So it's a 2-minute timeout for Amos, and of the 2 minutes, 1 is gone. He is expected back on the table in the next 60 seconds. Second consecutive foul on the break. Dog City tells him, please break again. If it is another foul, then it is another frame lost by Amos. That's why he's using a lot of power. Goes for the top ball. One ball is spotted, one crosses the head string, another crosses the head string. That means 3. It looks like a foul, and Dog City will be so quick to flip the scoreboard because he knows that Amos has won the frame. 5-3. Drama with a capital D.
I don't think it is power. It is skill.
So I'm not an expert at breaking, but I have to tell you that during timeout, Amos refreshed, then took a lot of water, then he ensured that he had a lot of energy, then he went for all the power, and yet he fouled twice again on the break. That means it's not about how much power you use, it is a skill. How skillful will Dog City be? I think the skill is right. It's a very good break. 1 ball potted, and I think 3, if not 4 balls crossing the head string. He survives. Remember, if he loses any frame, he loses the match. Dr. F.S. Nikweli is saying they are failing to have 4 balls crossing the head string because of the way they rock with their free hand. No, I don't think. Actually, they are using the free hand to rack the balls, because using a free hand, they are ensuring that the rack is as tight and as compact as possible, with no space whatsoever in between the balls. Even if you see the rack of those female umpires at the World HEYBALL Championships, they use the racket, the equipment to rack, but they also use free hand to ensure that at the end of the day, after racking with the racket, they don't leave any space in between the balls. The tighter the rack, the more they will spread. Maybe it's about the skill, and they are insisting on the pyramid break. I don't know why, because when you watch the more senior players, the world-class players, they hit the second ball, not the top ball.